family, we back for another episode of Ray Bridging Humans podcast, man. So glad to be here today. So glad to be in this moment. Here with my brothers. Man. We here for another episode. I know we're in Men's Month and Men's Mental Health Month, and so it's just so important that we hit all of the topics. This month, I really wanted to hit specific topics, and I know the climate that we're in, Bridges. The whole, it's always a thing with men and women and men and women and men this and women that, and so we just living in that climate now. So I wanted to bring in my brothers, both of them amazing men, great men, and you will hear from them in a second. But first, before we move any further, if you have not already liked, shared, or subscribed to the podcast, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and do that now. We want to know what conversations to have. We want to know what conversations to go into if we don't like, share, and subscribe on the podcast. So, we here, y'all. What's up, brothers? How y'all doing, man?
What's going on, man? What's happening, man?
Man, I'm good, man. What y'all been on, man? Glad y'all here.
That breathing exercise almost put me to
Bruh, I know, bro. Look, I try to do that, man. I try to, especially like going through therapy and stuff, man. I try to just, whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm getting into something, I try to just kind of release from the day. Yeah. And so I like to do that, man. So that's important. Yeah. That's really important. What y'all been on, man?
Summertime, man. School is out.
Yeah.
Enjoying being at home. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying family time. You know what I'm saying?
It's so crazy. Y'all, both y'all, all of us really deal with kids.
Yeah, with kids.
We deal with kids.
Yeah.
So,
kindred spirits, man.
Do you have to teach summer school anymore?
No, I am no. No. They got all the teachers out of me a couple of months ago. That was it.
Yeah.
And it's break time. And
It's break time.
Yeah,
what about you? I know when you got practice and more practice.
Yeah.
Summertime is when things
That's a busy
get
man
popping
right
for
there.
me.
So
the summer camp we got, it's from now, I'll tell you, it's 9 to 2. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I leave summer camp, go home, and then I gotta be at football practice at 4 to 7. So,
man, bro.
Man, we moving.
Yeah.
We moving for sure.
Yeah, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. And we are, like, these are guys, these are men who are doing the work in community. They're men who are doing the work. And, I've done episode with Mike, a couple episodes with bruh, and just talking about how men move in community. It's so important. I'm saying community. Trina always mess with me how I say community. She always fuck with me. You just so busy when you say community. So I'm thinking about like how I'm saying community, because you like community. But she always mess with me.
She's so picky, man. You're picky everybody, man.
I know, bro. I know. We all are pillars in this Memphis community, and it's just so important that we show up for our sons, we show up for our boys, the kids, because they need us. Like they need us. Mike, the work you do, bro, I love it, man, because this is the pivotal time for them. You know what I'm saying? This is the time where they outside and they gotta have something to do, man. Even the young men in my organization, man, the summer is very pivotal. I got a couple of them now having issues. They ain't got nothing to do. They want to get out the house. In poverty-stricken areas where they're all the way away from other kids and stuff, so they kind of struggling with not wanting to be at home. And it's real. It's real, man.
And who knows if there's food at home too?
Right, that
A
part.
lot of them, the only meals they get are during the school year, really.
Real talk.
And if they don't go to summer camp or something like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, that's the only time. That's why they don't want to be home.
Real talk.
They sleep to 2, 3 in the afternoon.
As long as possible.
Yeah, man. Hence I sent $13 in change yesterday for somebody who eats, one of them trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just real. It's that real for them, man. It's that real. So, man, we gonna go ahead and get off into this conversation, brothers. We gonna dive in, man. We have a really interesting conversation tonight. I wanted to kind of lean into where most of us sit as black men, as brothers, talking about leadership, being leaders, and how that looks and how that lands in our different relationships and where the lines skirt on leadership and dominance. When should we take the more dominant role as men? When should we make room for others, in leadership? And so trying to see where that line lies, man. What did y'all think about the topic, man, when I sent it to y'all? Man? What did y'all, on the surface? Yeah. On the surface, y'all just kind of give me a brief on what did y'all think about the topic, leadership versus dominance.
Mike, go ahead, man.
I would say leadership versus dominance. First thing I thought about, like leaders, leaders, people who lead and stuff, right? So, and I'm the type of person, I'm fly by the hip, so like I ain't gonna never write nothing out.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, bro.
Right, and my leadership is very important, but we are in a day and age where a lot of people are leading like from intimidation.
Okay.
Like so, I'm witnessing it on a regular where people are leading people, like they're intimidating them to do what you want them to do. Man, that's a form of manipulation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I thought about that. I was like, I know a lot of leaders today, maybe business owners, man, leaders of programs, leaders of schools, leaders of churches, whatever. Like, man, they want to manipulate people to think like they want to manipulate people to act the way I want you to act because I'm the leader. So that hierarchy thing, man, that just need to be busted up like quick.
Man.
Need to be busted up real quick. So that was the very first thought. I was like, man, that's a strong topic because, man, it applies to any section of your life. Like if you leading from, man, if I'm a father, right? So if I just tell my kids, y'all need to do this because I said it. Like what I'm really teaching them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When they get up on their own, they're going to do such because dad has said it, but versus having their own, like, decision making, having their own conflict of resolution, you know what I'm saying, within their own minds. Like, they're going to just do because dad has said, and that's a fine line there, it's called structure, it's called, man, abiding, make sure you set good foundations, it's called all that. But at the same time, man, it's a lot of leaders out here leading like from intimidation, and that's definitely a recipe for disaster.
From what you're saying, I think we're at a pivotal space in history where patriarchal structures are begin to like come down, and we're having to redefine, especially in our community as Black men, like what it looks like for us to lead our community. We are so like. The world is on fire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The world is on fire, particularly, and we represent a subsect in community that needs leadership. You know what I'm saying? So I think the patriarchal structures are coming down. So, but yeah, that was good. Like, what about you, bro?
And definitely agree with brother. I think there are people who think they're leading.
Man, bro.
They're not really leaders. They just got roles that leaders should have, right?
Yeah.
They got titles.
Yeah.
But they're not really leaders.
Yeah.
Because if they were, the people would be a lot better off. Because that's what leaders do, right? They go out before, typically by definition, right? Mm-hmm. I go first into whatever terrain, whatever environment, whether it's rough, easy, the sun is. I'm going first, and you're following me. Mm-hmm. Right? And whatever is ahead of me, I'm gaining access first, which is allowing access for what? Everybody else
to come. Right.
That's what leadership is.
Right.
What a lot of people are doing is they're psychologically, like he said, I love that word, manipulation. They're manipulating people.
Yeah.
Into thinking they're being led. They're not really being led.
Yeah.
They're just marching in place.
Right.
While the person in front of them is getting further and further ahead of them.
Real talk.
You see what I'm saying?
Real talk.
And that's what's going on. And so there's a trick. That's a mind game because people want to be led.
Right.
People they want to be led.
They want to be led.
Right.
People really do want to be led.
That's real.
And that's something I think we have to start addressing in humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. And stop blaming people for wanting to be led. What we need to do is place the blame on people who are not being sincere when they're in positions.
Yeah. Real talk.
Now there's a risk factor. A leader also, the person that goes ahead, right? He doesn't manipulate, right? He's the one that says, hey, let me address the situation first. Mm-hmm. So that you guys can do what I did.
Right.
People aren't doing that. Because they really don't want to. They're putting the people out first. Y'all take the hits.
Yeah.
Y'all take the hits.
And that accountability piece, you know what I'm saying, that both of you are speaking to, I think I hear that for the conversation, like, and just so we can set the framework up, because we need leaders. And to y'all point, people want leadership.
Yeah.
I can't tell y'all the amount of men that come in here that sit in this chair and say, man, when are we gonna get the next Martin Luther King? When are we gonna get the next Malcolm X? I really don't think that's gonna happen, but that's another conversation, a whole nother day. But I think that there are still leaders. There are still leadership that needs to be in the room. And I think with the manipulation, because we're going to talk about dominance as well. Like, I want us to be able to clearly define lines and skirt those lines of when we should insert domination, when we should insert leadership. And before we turn the camera on, my biggest piece is I wanted to make sure that, like, in leadership and when you have to step up in dominance, how do you make room for others? You know what I'm saying? Like in my leadership, I can lead the charge, but if I don't have the wherewithal in myself to take accountability for somebody behind me and say, hey, Ray, we might need to kind of switch courses. Or, hey, Ray, you may, or if I don't have the wherewithal to see that that person is holding me accountable, it's some spaces in me that I'm not strongest on. Do I have, the humility to say, hey, come on up. You made the call.
Right. What Sam just said, though, like, got me thinking, that was strong, man. It's like the leader goes first, right?
Mm-hmm.
The leader goes first. But he's not just going first because I'm the leader.
Right.
So I'm the, right? He's going first because he got vision.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and his vision is I want to go and blaze this trail for everybody that's going to follow me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of times when he just said, like, some leaders, man, they won't put you on up out there. They're going to show up when it's time to smile, when it's time for the pictures and whatever the situation may be. But, like, a true leader, man, he has vision.
Yes.
He has vision, and then he has the one thing that a true leader needs is that a lot of leaders don't have today is, man, like, they don't have the sustainability within themselves to delegate. To delegate.
Yeah.
Like, so if I'm leading you, like, I'm blazing this trail, like, you're following me, like, I'm good with just blaze the trail. I know people follow me, or I'm good and being a good leader. I'm gonna blaze this trail, but then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you, man, when you get to row 4, make a left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I already blazed the trail, but row 4, man, you're gonna bump your head if you don't make left. Or when you get to row 6, man, take a sharp turn. I'm able to show you, I'm able to teach you, able to tell you how to go do this trade, how to go through, maneuver through this dark hole of life. You know what I'm saying? How to do that. It's a story I heard somebody say a long time ago. He was like, man, it was a dude walking down the street, fell in the hole. Boom, fell in the hole. All right. And the fire department came by and they threw the ladder down there, but the ladder was too short.
Okay.
And then some rangers came by, they threw ropes down there. He grabbed a rope. They got to bring him up, but then the rope broke. But then it was one guy just walked down, one leader walked down there, saw that man in the hole. He jumped in the hole. And dude was like, man, what the hell? You was in the hole before? Like, we both. He's like, no, I've been down this hole before. I know the way out.
Oh, wow.
I know the way out. And he was able to help that man maneuver his way out of that jump. And I think that a lot of leaders are not, man, they don't want their team, they don't want their people, the people that's following them to be successful because they enjoy like the things that come with the success.
Right.
You gotta lead with dedication in your brain. Lead with, I'm going to show these people how to get, you know what I'm saying, to this point. So, bro, when he said that, we could have fixed our tent right there and be there for the whole 2 hours.
And we're gonna dig into that in this episode, Mike, because like we learned a lot of like our leadership models from childhood. You know what I'm saying? We learned it from childhood, and like a lot of times, like we saw more dominance growing up than we saw leadership, and dominance from a perspective of, how do I get people to submit to me because I'm a man, and I'm I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself, but we're gonna get into that. But knowing and understanding that there is a place for that, you know what I'm saying? Digging into the nuance of that, because leadership is, how do I help others become?
Yeah, and so one word that I believe both of these two words derive from, in essence, is power.
Okay.
It's power.
That's good. That's
Right?
good. Yes, sir.
How do I choose, or how do we choose to utilize our personal power?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That to me, both of those things come from an ability to create something.
Yeah.
We're talking about power and creation, right?
Yes.
So that's how you get cults.
Man, bro.
I mean,
yes.
you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. That's how you
Real
get
talk.
cults.
Real talk.
That's how you get social media followers.
Man.
It all works the same way.
Yeah.
That's how you start a new church.
Man.
It's the same model
That power.
across all types of belief systems.
Real talk.
It's about power. Mm-hmm. We're all powerful beings, right? God's on this earth, okay?
Yes.
Creators, made by a creator.
Yes.
We're creators.
Yes.
Many do the same thing, right?
Yes.
We have power. Mm-hmm. We know, even as parents, there's certain things or certain ways we can say something to our kids, and we know it's really not what they want, but we'll say it a certain way because we know they're going to respond the way we want them to.
Right.
Real talk.
No, coach.
Real talk. Real talk.
Coach.
Real talk. Real talk. Real talk.
Coaches have an air of manipulation.
Right.
Come on.
But they have to choose to use that power in the right way.
In the right way. In the right way.
Man, yep.
I'm gonna choose to use my power.
Real
I can
talk.
I know he know how to get kids
Real
to
talk.
do whatever it is he wants
Real
to do.
talk. Man,
That's
you
what a
you,
coach
you,
does.
you ain't lying.
That's what a
You
pastor
ain't lying.
does.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
What's the difference?
Right.
And it's
It's so funny you say that, because even in my mentor program, when parents are having issues with their kids, I know certain pieces where I can leverage. You know, I know certain pieces I can leverage with him. Say, hey man, XYZ, bro, what's up? You know, and he gonna pull it together.
Yeah.
I don't unleash that until I know that he ain't. You know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But you're right, bro. That
And
was
it's
on
no
point.
different than I'm a father, right? Me and my son, and I'll share this, right? Me and my son have had issues, right?
Okay.
Not necessarily by either my fault or his.
Yeah. It's just issue.
I'm just saying, it
Just
happens.
Just happens, bro.
Right? So that just happened to be the position that God allowed me to be in. One that I never thought I would. Not me.
Yeah.
Not son of a preacher man.
Yeah.
Got problems with his son.
Yeah.
No. We did. Right? I had to choose what method of power, though, I was going to try to use to influence him. Right?
Wow.
Because I could have tried dominance. I don't think that would have worked out too well. So I had to use wisdom. In this particular context, right? Because I could have dominated, like I could have dominated him and made him feel whatever. But that's not what the situation called for. Because at that particular time, I chose to use my power in the right way. And let the higher power take it.
Yeah.
That's so real. Like,
Because I couldn't control that situation.
Real
I
talk.
could have dominated. I could have forced the outcome.
You could have.
Because I do have the power to do that.
Right.
Come on. We gonna get into that. Yeah.
I get ugly if I want to.
Yeah.
Right.
Real talk.
I get nasty if I want to.
Real talk. Real talk.
Right? I can get aggressive if I want to, but I choose not to because I know how to control that. Because I know what the outcome would be. And it wouldn't be what I wanted.
Real talk.
man, it's crazy.
Or what he want.
Yeah.
I, deal with all these boys all the time, and my son, it's so funny. Raymond commits. He's a junior in college now. Football scholarship.
Yeah.
See, he will.
Since he was little Mitch.
Now, little Mitch, big Mitch now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I reference Big Mitch a lot to my boys now. And I tell them, I just told some boys today in camp, I was like, y'all, man, my son called me and he wanted to quit football. Like he's on a full football scholarship in college.
Okay.
He wanted to quit football. So we FaceTime him and his mom FaceTime him while he was on his way to the coach's office to tell the coaches, I'm done, right? So I told my son, I said, son, you remember, man, when you wanted to transfer schools your senior year? I said, son, I wanted you to transfer. Hell, I wanted to transfer. I wanted to leave. I wanted, especially when my alma mater reached out to him, like, they like, hey, we want to. I was like, we can go. I'm a natural born bulldog. We can go and be bulldog. Yeah. I said, son, if I let you transfer now, you'll quit on your family later. I said, you'll quit on your family. Okay. 10 years from now. Okay. I said, if I, it's your option, but I don't support that. You know what I'm saying? And when the conversation resurfaced, is when he was getting ready to quit college. I said, son, I'm gonna support you. If you don't want to play football, I never forced him to play football. Like, I'm a football player. I grew up playing football. I had dreams going to the NFL, the whole thing. I never forced him to play football. Like, that's something that you wanted to do. I said, but son, if you're going to quit, and even if you quit and stay in school, I am going to support you. I told the boys today, I just don't support quitters. Right. I never raised my son to be a quitter. Yeah. And to your point, like I could have forced him, been like, you play football. Right. I said, no, but it's an opportunity for me to teach you. Right. To teach you, like, bruh, like if you quit now, you will quit on your family 10 years from now. You ain't quitting on me. I ain't finna get my balls broken up. Wow. So like it ain't me to play. It's you to play this game, but it's you to stay in this game so you won't quit. Yeah. So you won't quit. And I have to teach my son that by, guess what? Not quitting. Not by telling him every day, bro, get up so you won't quit. I never forced my son. I want the father to like, hey, bro, you got to get up and run. We got to heal in that backyard. You got to run here. That wasn't me. It was, if you want to play on the next level, dog, you need to work on your kick step. Your kick step is not right. If you want to play on the next level, it's a hill out there. Yeah. You might want to run. But I'm not the father that's going to necessarily make you do that. I'm not going to dominate you. You know what I'm saying? I said, but one thing I'm going to do, son, to Kevin, what he was saying earlier, bro, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you what, like, not quitting looks like. I'm going to show you that. So when we had this conversation, I can refer back to, hey, bro, you remember when I was in counseling? You remember when I was crying? You remember when I lost my shit because we lost all these people? You remember when we buried a baby? Son, I ain't never quit on y'all. I said, why? Because I ain't no quitter. Guess what, son? You can't. And he be tripping. I said, you came out my nutsack. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, get what, bro? That means you ain't a quitter. You know, quitter. But when it was time for me to say something, I had already showed him. Right. I already blazed that trail. So now it's time for me to say something. I could have been like, hell no, you ain't no.
But you didn't have to.
Right.
No, you ain't have to.
You didn't have to.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I didn't even know we was gonna talk about power tonight, but we're gonna do it. Now, there are three particular uses of power, and I want to get into the power that we learned, where leadership and dominance is concerned in childhood, in our childhood. Now, the three uses of power we're gonna talk about tonight is power to, right? We give power to someone else. Power over, where I'm powering over someone else. Or power with. It's an equal transfer of power. Both of you just described power with. And power with, I stand with power with the most, especially in my leadership model. And the framework that I use, because power with works best. Now, sometimes, to y'all, both of your points, there has to be a power over when it's tense. We don't know where to go. You know, we back up against the wall. And then that power to, man, you give power to somebody, that's a whole different thing. But, and I'll start, you know, growing up, honestly, like when I thought about, when I would think about manhood as a child, and when I saw my granddad, you know, my dad been dead all my life. I saw my granddaddy. I saw my young pastors. I saw my uncles. You know, there was a heavy use of power over when it came to men. And so I was raised in a household where men exerted power over, and that's just what we did. There's a reason for that too. Yeah, and I, I know you're gonna get to it. And I saw most of the time, love all the women in my family, but the women gave power too. They gave power too. I rarely, the only
They got a
time,
whole lot of power.
yeah, and right. And the only time I really saw power with, it was something fun or something like. But what about y'all? When it comes down to leadership and dominance, where power is concerned, what was y'all history with that?
If you don't mind.
Come on, you good, bro.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna take it back a little bit further. So those two words, leadership and dominance, they only became, I'm just reading a little bit of information.
You good, bro? You good?
Became abstract English nouns in the same 2-year window. Now, that's important.
Wow.
These two words were defined in the English language around the same time. It's kind of interesting. Okay?
Really?
Between 1821 and 1823. Yet their roots go back 5,000 years prior. So I'm not interested in being told by colonialists what words mean. So I'm gonna go back further.
Go back.
Them, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to Kemet.
Okay.
Egypt, all right. I trust their words. Okay. Those two words deal with directing, okay, going out first,
Okay.
directing, and commanding.
Okay.
It dealt with might, okay. It gave an example also. We know who Moses was, right?
Yeah.
Moses spent some time in Kemet,
Kemet.
obviously. So there's an example right there.
Yeah.
It refers to a shepherd, right? But if you're familiar with the 42 laws of Ma'at, right? It says here, Ma'at, though, was the governing principle over it all. Ma'at meant the balance. The balance.
Okay.
Right? Power without balance, truth, order, and balance wasn't leadership or dominance. It was considered to be chaos.
Wow.
Right?
Okay. Come on, teach us, bro.
Power
Come on, teach us, bro.
without balance
Okay.
is chaos,
Yes.
which is exactly what we're looking at
Where we at?
in Washington right
Yes,
now.
right now. Right now. Right
What
now.
we're looking at on a global scale.
On the global scale.
Absolute chaos.
Power
Without
balance.
Yes.
Electricity without a ground.
Damn.
Burn it all up.
Damn.
No control.
Yeah.
Right? When you mentioned, I'm just going to jump real quick
You good.
back to what you mentioned
You good.
about growing up under black men, right? I was told, and I listened to and I heard one of our wonderful ancestors that God just blessed me to be able to meet this man, Dick Rayburn. I talk about him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
In person.
Yeah.
And I usually once a year I'll send his son a note saying thank you for sharing your daddy with the world.
Yeah.
Because he changed my life and my perspective on a whole lot of stuff. And they called him Baba, which means father, right?
Okay.
And he would discuss elements of leadership in some of his conversations. But anyway, he talked about how at a time when black men would come home and verbally abuse or physically abuse their families.
Yeah.
Right? And what that was seeded or rooted in.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I see it.
rooted in
I see it.
them being evil.
Damn, bro. Yeah.
It wasn't rooted in them being bad people.
Come on. Come on. I see where you're going.
They
Like we in
were
church.
being-
Yeah. Come on.
Verbally
Uh-huh.
and physically abused
Uh-huh.
on the job
Yeah.
by white folks.
Yeah.
And they couldn't fight back. So fight back, get fired. I
Yeah.
can't tell you. No therapist back then. Who I'm gonna talk to about it? I'm gonna go drink me in my pots. That's where the bag came from.
Yeah.
The liquor store.
Right. Right.
Man, bro.
When the guys came back home from the war and couldn't find jobs and was beating up their girl, that wasn't because they were bad people. It's because they were experiencing trauma and had no outlet.
Right.
So whenever you do bad stuff, do you drive to somebody else's neighborhood to do it? No, if you're
going
a person that whoop women,
Yeah.
you whoop the one at your house.
The one at your house.
And I'm not saying that in a
No.
way.
Real talk. No. Real talk. Real talk.
You don't commit crime in a neighborhood that's 30 minutes from you. You commit where you at.
Next
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
You hurt family first.
Yeah.
Just like you bless family first. Man, but it's up to you which power you choose. A lot of those men, they felt like they didn't have another choice. They didn't have no outlet. It was either bottle or express it. You know,
Yeah.
trying to go home and get the feeling, maybe in a sexual way, right? Maybe she wasn't in the mood, but he was, so she
Yeah.
gave in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Real talk.
Like, but it wasn't because he was such a bad guy.
Right.
He was getting abused himself.
You just said
He
something.
just passed it on to
Bro,
somebody else.
you hit go
like
ahead,
how
Mike.
we do
Yeah.
without trauma.
Man, bro.
That's it.
It's not using our power for the right way. But we have to mature and start seeing the effect of us and our lack and our inability of using our power in the right way. That's why young men go sleep with a lot of women.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man. Like this, fuck this, man.
Real talk.
Fuck, man. This bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then, man, somebody's sister, bro.
Right.
Like,
Somebody's daughter, bro.
somebody's daughter,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Somebody's mama, bro.
I got a sister.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right.
And then
Real
you got
talk.
some grown motherfuckers now. I got a daughter. Yeah.
No shit, bro.
Hello. You offended now?
Yeah.
You know what's out. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So it's like, man, we pass these things on without using our. We have to get our power back. We as black men gotta really like. We get like. I'm being real. Like, we not losing. I'm gonna say that we not losing because we sitting right here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
He ain't look because he coaching them.
Yeah.
Every
Real
day.
talk.
I'm teaching them.
Real talk. Yeah.
You coaching and
Yeah.
teaching it.
Yeah.
We not losing.
We're not losing it.
We
Yeah.
gotta fight on our hands though.
Yeah.
But we gotta be real about what we're still lacking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we still do it in different ways. We act out, we close we may not abuse nobody at home.
Mm-hmm.
Close shut. I'm gonna talk about right now. That's not actually using our power the right way.
No.
You know? And I'm working on that myself.
No,
dude. Like I'm not speaking on nobody, I'm talking about me.
Real talk, bro. You
know?
you just hit some key.
Key figures, historical figures, historical placement on where our forefathers used power, and when I hear you say that, it makes me really, it sits back in my lap. We're not far from fucking slavery, but we're not far from that. We are a few generations removed from it, and so
Look, my dad, my dad picked cotton.
Yeah.
My grandfather was not my great grandfather.
Your grandfather.
My grandfather was a sharecropper.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
my dad picked fucking cotton.
Man, bro. And for the bridges that's watching, we're starting here because we want to go back to origins. Literally, I'm in college for sociology now because I want to understand.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Like our people.
Yeah.
Where did all this shit
That's
start?
for it.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
Where did it
Yeah.
start? You know,
That's right.
we have patterns, we have social conditionings, we have things that we do now, and it made me want to say, wait a minute, like
That's
where,
right.
where this shit come from?
That's right.
You know, and so bridges that's watching.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to hit like the origin first. So how did you see power growing up, like in childhood?
Man, I'm stuck on the power without battles is chaos.
Yeah, bro. You hit that, bro. You hit that. Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah.
But growing up, so my father wasn't in the home. My mom was raising all boys by herself. But my mom was a tough cookie though.
Yeah.
So like I had my uncles, man. Unfortunately, the uncles that raised me,
that black woman.
Yeah.
the uncles that raised me, man, they all died like in 1 year, 2021. I think I kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
But man, my mom ran the police department. My mom ran a tight shift. You know what I'm saying? My mom she was growing up. It was either you do right or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't necessarily do because I said. It was like she was like, bruh, I am trying to guide y'all to like, and I was the one that was
Like, wow, that's some hard. Like I was smashed.
You doing your thing. You doing your thing. Yeah.
But her thing was you either do right or you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my mom was, grew up in the church, and unfortunately for a lot of people who grew up in the church, they have only one belief system, and they kind of somewhat, they
real binary,
right there.
Real binary.
But,
yeah.
But her foundation was like you need to do what's right, because if you don't do what's right, there's a consequence on the other side. So man, hey, that's stove hot. It's consequence on the other side. I'll be like, I bet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how it was. But I saw dominance from a woman because I was in the house with a woman. But my mom found some kind of way. I tell people all the time, she's still living. Well, she's my angel. But on the flip side of it, like she had brothers. And then my mom was like, everybody family member got that hard woman.
Yeah.
My mom was that.
Your mama is your mom was that, bro. Your mom was that, bro. For real.
Check your ass up. My mom. But my uncles, they it's like it was that balance. So my mama was the power. My daddy should have been a balance, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So my uncles gave me balance, you know what I'm saying? But what I did with it, I moved chaotic because I didn't never put the two together.
Wow.
I didn't never put the two together. So I grew up.
Wow.
I grew up, man, knowing right from wrong, but choosing to do wrong because I never put the balance together.
My God.
Which meant he had power all the time.
You had power all the time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
And that's
the
what
whole
But
time,
that's what
bro.
young people need to hear what you
Yes,
just
they need
said.
to hear what you just said.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Yes.
And that's what it is.
Yeah, man.
It's
It's so rich, man.
When Sam was just saying, like,
Man.
when men, like, they unresolved issues, like unresolved matters of the heart, unresolved matters of the mind.
Yeah.
And you at work all day and you doing what master say do. Master tell you when you can pee. Master tell you when you can eat. Like you frustrated as hell, but you don't have no balance. You don't have no escape. You don't have no release. And nowadays we are, as a culture, as a generation, we are way more aware. Like we are way more in tune. So more black men are talking about healing of the mind. You know what I'm saying? Healing of the mind is balance. Like without healing of the mind, you living in a traumatic world. And while you living in that traumatic world in your brain, bro, that's why everything chaotic. That's why you knocking
them off, bro. Real talk.
We don't have balance.
Or
we
angry.
don't have balance.
Or angry.
Because it's like, to me, from just remember being young, right? You either had the partner who was running through them, or the one who wanted to fight everywhere you went. Like, bro, you all right?
Yeah. You want to
okay?
You don't get happy unless a fight.
Yeah.
Women don't like when don't do this fight.
Right.
It's just, so having, man, the young people don't realize they got the power to choose.
Yes.
They don't be thinking, they think, it's so bad. Like, bro, I went through that too. My dad was at home. But guess what? I spent more time with my mom. You know why? Because he worked double and triple shifts. So what's the difference?
Right. And the crazy thing about that, I ask people all the time, and here's giving grace to men, because a lot of times the world don't give enough grace to men, especially black men. But if you ask, man, like you just said, dad was working 2 jobs, or somebody got so many situations where dad is working 2 jobs, dad around, but dad can't come to your football game, or dad can't come to your basketball game, because dad got to go to work. Why do dad got to go to work? Because dad got to keep the house paid. Why do dad got to keep the house paid? Because dad had a dream growing up. He didn't never foresee his dream, so he just doing what his dad know how to do. Like his dad knew how to, keep the house paid. And if we don't really dig into the why, to the why is our black men like this? Because man, we get down to their root. It's because at the end of the day, it's designed for us to be like this. It's designed for a black man to not be in the home. If we choose to be in the home, but we're gonna make it hard. We're gonna make that nigga have to work all the time, so he can't spend time with his family. You know what I'm saying? But it's not supposed to be the way. It's supposed to be balanced. So we're gonna let this man grow up at all the power he can. Right? We're gonna let him grow up thinking
that man, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Yes, and in a sense you are. You're supposed to take care of your family. You're supposed to, man, keep bread on the table or whatever you and your woman or your mate, you're supposed to be in your kids' life.
Yeah.
But guess what else you doing though, my dog? You also hurting them. You're hurting this situation too because you're not helping. You're not helping your situation.
And I want to go here for a minute. Y'all go with me real quick.
If I'm 15, right, and mama and grandmama run the house, we got all mama and grandma in the house. I'm a young man, 15 years old. If all I see is mama and grandmama with the power, mama and grandma inserting the power, daddy ain't here. Dad ain't nowhere to be found. Dad ain't nowhere around. I grow up wanting to, I'm growing up into manhood. I fall into the same role. My gal, got the power. The car in my gal name. The apartment in my gal name. I said that to say, y'all, I have what y'all saying right now. I have so many young men. I asked this question. I asked an older guy. I said, man, why is it that a lot of times as black men, and I know structurally how it's set up, y'all, this is so powerful, y'all. What the conversation we're having, what y'all just highlighted for me, and what we see is like a lot of our young men not even getting to responsibility to their 30s. Like after I done had 3-4 kids,
you still a boy.
You still a boy because like and I now this is no shade to my viewers or any of my clients, but I had a client the other day. His brother, he was sitting in my chest, said, "Man, my brother is 38 and he just got his first bank account, his first fucking bank account, mom." Because mama was there. Mama was there. Mama had her power. And to y'all point, as black men, like we want to be there, but that structure is we're not there. You know, and we see the women doing so much, showing up so much.
Yeah. I just think about all I've experienced, in particular in my career. So
Okay.
I'll start right there.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because that's what I was taught. College, get a job, get married, kids, buy a house, like all this stuff, right? But I was told that without any guidelines as it applied to a black man. I'm not shading my dad or nobody else.
No.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't told that. I was given some things, but you know me, right?
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, so but I'm a finance nerd first. So a lot of those things I had to learn on my own. Right? I had to learn on my own that the finance industry is really corrupt.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody really teach me that, so I had to learn it on my own. So my career and in business and in retail in particular, and when you start moving up that ladder, right? Guess what happens? You're moving up the ladder at work. You're spending a little bit less time at home. It's new promotion. New promotion.
A little bit less time.
10 grand.
Yeah.
More stock options. But now I got to travel instead of 1 weekend after month, I go 2. You know what I'm saying? It keeps going. Oh, it's moving up in the company.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, I'm sorry, son. I can't.
Can't be there. I got to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's also funny, though, how when I was in that position, a lot of my white counterparts didn't have the same problem.
Come on. They had it. Man, bro.
They could miss me and miss work. I couldn't.
Man.
You understand what I'm saying? So I also had to learn I was playing by a different set of rules than everybody else.
Set of rules.
Which also made me adjust or made me look at my personal power dynamic. How much power do I really have as a black man in this country?
That's, man.
I'm just being,
Okay.
Can we be real? Like,
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it, bro.
You know what I mean?
Come on. Real talk.
And I'm just dealing with the surface level right now.
Service.
I ain't got this.
Now no. Yeah.
But just how much power? Man, y'all go, dude. Let me tell you something. Let me be real. Yes, I'll vote. I love it. We'll go vote and they will rig everything. I don't have a problem with saying that on the podcast. This is known. The Electoral College determines who the president is going to be. That's what I was taught.
Yeah,
I was taught the popular vote don't really matter. As a matter of fact, I found out
matter.
in about 2000, I believe it was 99. I voted for Al Gore. I think I told you this before.
Yeah.
When we went to sleep, Al Gore won. We woke up, George Bush was president. I was like, wait a minute, this don't sound right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, Florida. Wait a minute. George Bush's brother is the governor of Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, is that by accident? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Let's be real. We ain't in charge. We are not in charge. It's time to stop lying. Like, I don't know why people lie about it. We ain't in charge.
Right. And the only thing we in charge of, that's what I would tell that young 15-year-old.
Okay,
let's do it.
You in charge of yourself.
There we go.
Come on.
You in charge of yourself.
That's the other part I was talking about. Right there. That's what I was talking about.
If you don't make it, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
Especially in this era.
Now.
So let me ask y'all this though, and this is a specific question to something you just said, Sam. What power does black men have in this country, specifically the heterosexual black man? Now, in the country and on the caste system, is it different than in the community, or do we get those two conflated? The heterosexual black man in the black community, like, is it different? Is their power structure different than everybody in the country? Answer the question.
Yeah, because I think, and just real quick, Mike, like, I just think it's different because it has been, our blackness is, our framework as black men has been told through a white lens, though. And that's the problem. It had been told through a black man's. Everybody want to tell us who we are except for us.
Who we are.
Because that's the only time to really have a problem is when we speaking up for ourselves.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Everybody else can say what they want and do what they want and offend whoever they want. And if we say we disagree with something, we're chauvinists, we're racist, we don't like women, we don't like to pay no bill. Like we want to go to the deal. Like, no, we just have preferences like everybody else. Right. But I think that's by design to remove the power from us as black men. A black man has the power to be gay if he wants to. Why would I want to limit that? Because I got the power to do what I want to do. Why would I want to limit my brother's power? If that's what he want to do, how can I say I'm really with the people? If my brother can't choose a lifestyle he wants, I'm going to judge him for it. That means I'm an agent. That's what that means. Because I'm going against another black person.
You're playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like the pulpit been full of plants for 50 years.
Yeah.
It's up to us to be truth tellers. You don't have to be like, you ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying, on top of a roof, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you ain't got to be like that. But when you have the opportunity, like we're doing this forum right here, is black, this is us talking. We got the right to speak on stuff like everybody else. We have voices like everybody else. And we're choosing to use our voice, which is also our power. Because when black men speak, either a whole bunch of people listen.
So do.
Yep.
And if usually when a whole bunch of people listen, something happened to them.
Right.
So you know it's some power there.
What you say, there's too much power for one man to have.
Yeah.
And he had several.
That's how they feel.
He had several groups of people that didn't like the power that he had.
Right.
More than one.
Right.
Sometimes you offend
us
when you got power, or when you choose to walk in your divine power that we got in us anyway, that people don't want us to know that we got it. Because when we do wake up and really utilize that power, everybody, the sea is gonna open.
Now, I tell people, to answer your question,
You good.
Like, people, man, they counter our power without us even knowing it. Talk about the black man, how powerful is the heterosexual black man
in community or in
man, like, he is powerless if he is not having a real conversation with all these mirrors that's in here.
Yeah.
Like I tell people all the time, bruh, I'm not gonna have a conversation with you if you're not gonna look in the mirror and have a real conversation.
Yeah.
So
the job of the ops is to catch you slipping or to go ahead and catch you, you know what I'm saying, put you down, right? Boom. Watch this. Like, if I'm your ops and all I gotta do is keep you out of that mirror.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Everything I can to keep you out of the mirror because I know that there is power, there is balance, there is structure, there is community, there is family, there is real black man shit.
That's right.
In that mirror.
That's right.
In that fucking mirror.
So my job is to
Real
keep
talk.
you out of that mirror. So they trying to keep the black man out of the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep you working. You're gonna be too tired to look. You're gonna be tired as hell to look in the mirror. When you go home, you ain't gonna look in the mirror. You're gonna take a shower. You're gonna go to sleep.
That's right.
Or you're gonna get a cold beer. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna chill. You're not gonna be thinking about looking in the mirror and saying to that man in the mirror, guess what? Number one, you are a man first. You know what I'm saying? You have a freaking job to do. And number three, you know what I'm saying? Number three is, bro, you have to take care of your family and your community. Like, I'm community driven. Black men are not in position to take care of our community. Because guess what? Man, such and such of them, they said they gonna, what Sam just said, man, the electoral votes determine like who governs this system. But the mirror determines how I govern, how I'm gonna be in this system.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I think that, man, that's a conversation I've been having a lot, especially with boys. Like, bruh, get in the goddamn mirror and just have a conversation. Think about how many men you know spend time in the mirror. It's a joke about women. Women gonna be in the mirror for 2 hours. How many men that you know spend time in the mirror?
In the mirror, bro.
Just in time.
Yes.
Talking to the mirror, having a
Real
conversation.
talk.
Or looking at the mirror.
Real talk.
Look at what you're looking at. And ask what you're looking at, am I where I'm supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? And if you're not where you're supposed to be, then ask what you're looking at in the mirror. How can I get to where I'm supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? The mirror gonna tell you everything you need to know. And then the universe, God, the creator, whomever people read to, they're gonna, once you align yourself with what's really in the mirror, then you'll start to be aligned with things around you. You'll be in the grocery store asking somebody, can I use your Kroger card? Your Kroger card didn't work, and that led to a conversation where it helps you get further on in life. But when you're not having a real conversation in the mirror, you're gonna be at Kroger, man, trying to use everybody else's number. And that person at Kroger can teach you, bro, listen, I'll tell you something. You can use your own number. And that's figuratively speaking. And that's something I've been telling also our boys. I've been big on this, but it's facts versus feelings. Like you feel like I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel, man, get enough of that.
Your facts.
What are the facts?
What are the facts?
What are the facts? The mirror is gonna tell you everything you need to know, and that mirror is gonna show you everything you need to see to get to where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So the reason that we are not in charge of our communities because we're not in charge of the mirror.
I think in the global ecosystem, it's a lot of things. Man, it's a great conversation. A lot of things we can give to the white. We can blame on the white man for the black man in the global ecosystem. And in community, I'd argue the heterosexual black man has the ability to be able to do the mirror work. He got it. Like you get to do things that I don't get to do. Real talk. Like people will not follow me off the basis of who I am. You know what I'm saying? And so the work that I do, the work that y'all do, we do the work with these young black men, trying to put them in positions of looking in the mirror, finding that. And so my argument is we are so like the global, on a global scale, the black man, like we at the fucking bottom of the totem pole, honestly. But in community though,
so it's a parallel.
It's a parallel, and so we can't.
It's a parallel globally too.
Okay, what you got? Come on, bro.
Just said.
Come on, bro.
It's so cool, my man. I'm real. It's so you remember earlier when you said, and you were mentioning that about some stuff that you posted. Some guys that was like, man, I want to like the post, but I can't. Somebody might look at me and think I'm gay. That's pretty much what it is, right? So that is totally goes right with what you just said.
Real talk.
He wanted to protect that. That heterosexual black male image, right?
Real talk.
He wanted to protect.
Real talk.
Protect. I don't give a fuck. I like every last one of your goddamn posts.
Real
Right.
Real talk.
Fuck. What?
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I go and lay down next to my lady every night. She know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's a thing, being so worried about what some ideal that was placed in front of us that everybody else can participate in alternative lifestyles except black folks.
Except black people.
Except black folk. Except black folk. Except black
Except
folk.
black people.
Real talk.
I'm just being real.
Real talk. Real talk.
And then if we support our own people that participate in alternative lifestyles, you want to call us? Come on, try something else, man. Like,
No, that
try
goes back
something
to
else.
what we talking about, dominance.
Dominance, exactly.
Dominance, like, how you gonna dominate? First of all, if I got a gay friend, cool. If that's what y'all, but that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That gay friend may help me with my finances. That gay friend may
That might be my lawyer.
Yeah.
Definitely my lawyer.
It was my barber.
Real talk.
Cut my son hair right now when he come into
Mrs. in college, and now he's cutting Maverick hair. Maverick is too.
So what? Like it's that trick that's played on us not to support each other again.
Yeah.
That's the whole game.
That's the game.
And then you say, like you said, when it comes to what we think about society, our religion, our belief system, education, finance, community, all that. When we have something to say about that, that's when we're minimized. Oh, he don't know what he's talking about. You gotta hustle twice as hard to get money from a bank as some other dude who can't count.
Right.
Real talk.
Am I lying or not, y'all?
You ain't lying, bro.
Who can't count?
You ain't lying.
Who went to school to an Ivy League school because his daddy went there?
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't even pass the entrance exam.
And he was on drugs the whole time.
And he
The
was
whole
on drugs
time.
the whole time.
He was shooting up the whole time.
The whole
And now
time.
he managing a hedge fund.
Yeah.
But I can't get approved for one, and I got the backing.
Man.
Really?
Right.
Man, bro.
Right, man.
That's the thing. But you take my IP though. You steal my dances.
Yep.
You steal everything I create.
And the music.
You steal my art, my
And
music.
your son is bumping my
And your
music.
son dressing like me.
Right.
And wearing his hat like me.
Man.
And saying nigga like me. And he ain't me.
Right.
In the corner of popular
I'm at the bottom
playing young
But
dogs.
you're worshiping me.
Yeah.
Your kids worship
Yeah.
me. But I ain't shit.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, a wise man once told me one time. He said, like, it's one thing to have somebody that wants to be like you. Like he said, like, man, that they inspired by you. You know, Raymond as a barber, I want to be like a barber. I want to be a barber, right? He said it's a whole nother thing that you got to watch out for when somebody wants to be.
Yeah.
Man. When they want to be you.
I can be inspired by you.
Yeah.
So if I want to be Raymond, then get what? I got to trick him out of his seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could be him. But I don't know what it takes to be. I can't be Sam. I can't be Raymond. I can't be Brett. I can only be me. But if I want to be like them, they inspire me. Man, that's amazing. But man, the person that want to be you, man, guess what? White people want to be black.
Yeah.
They want to be black.
Yeah.
So guess what they're going to do? They're going to do everything they can to kill us, to try to kill us, so they can steal our identity.
Man.
But bro, you can never be black.
Why would you want to copy everything that you like about me, but you don't want to struggle like me?
Right.
And this is not like an indictment against all white people, whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
We just been honest about this particular system.
This system, bro. This
It
system
has
we're
not,
in.
like, I done been in interviews with guys that didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
I've been in interviews with people who are very intelligent, very smart, right? You go to interview, you find out, you think, oh man, I really studied for this. I think I got it. Like, man, this was me in my 20s. I went to HBCU, so I know more than everybody in here. Shout out to Lamar on College. I know. I'm being real.
Yeah.
They made us go into the dark places to learn.
Yeah.
So you can be ready to face what you're about to face when you get out in corporate America looking like you look.
Yeah.
You gotta be 10 steps ahead.
Got to.
Matter of fact, you gotta be 20 steps.
I've been doing nonprofit work for 20 years now. Raising Bar turned 20 years old back in December.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
I've been a football coach for 14 years now.
Yeah.
I've been the head football coach of a particular high school for 7 years now. And going on 8 seasons. I just told you how my day go. Watch this. Bro, I'm not even on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm not, the school won't even put me on Saturday. But they ain't what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, I just need to get that out.
No, you good, bro.
What I'm talking about is,
and that's important.
That's important.
Just like
you got a fucking family, bro.
Right.
You got a family, bro.
They wonder why people don't do that kind of stuff no more.
Do that kind of work. Real talk. Real talk.
Pay the man.
Just like the white
Pay the
man,
man, please.
and the white system want to turn us down, but it's a black elected official right now who has tried to block my grant.
Wow.
A grant, watch this, I'm gonna tell you why though.
Okay.
First of all, a grant that's going to edify the community, is gonna be able to take black boys and teach them a fucking trade, so they can, cause they're not gonna play college. Like, I probably, out of this team we probably got 7 boys that can go to college and play. But we got, 30 and some boys. But guess what? Out of 7 that can go to college play, but we gotta make sure that at least 23 boys have something in their head, in their heart, and in their hands. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, like, you're trying to stop black boys from getting the opportunity to get a trade, to have something, we talked about the summer, to block us, not to block us, but to stop funding for us to get my boys, or stop funding for us, let me say this, to get everything we need so they can have, so we can have a productive summer camp. Bro, our summer camp 2 weeks in right now, everything has come out of my pocket, including Saturday.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And staff, I'm talking about staff.
Yes, sir. Yes,
this
sir.
grant, all that changes.
All that changes.
But this black person is trying to block that. Why is this black person trying to block that? I swear to God, everything I'm saying, it can be proven, man, because this black person said they wanted a capstone project to be a remembrance.
So are they a black person? They're wearing blackface.
They're a black person. They're a sister.
So I'm gonna say it one more time.
Wow.
What we used to say growing up? All skin folk ain't what?
Ain't kinfolk.
Ain't kinfolk.
Ain't kinfolk.
What dynamics are changing? Do we see changing now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we talked about what we have experienced, but I think too, another question to ask is, how do we see those power dynamics shifting or changing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I would say on a positive, like I said earlier, we are living in a time where we're more self-conscious and self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a positive thing. Like,
it's very much so.
People are I ain't know nothing about no men's mental health month prior to last year. Didn't know June was mental health month. I just knew Father's Day was in June. Like, and that's we get charaded for that one day and then it's over.
Right.
But like we're more conscious. Like, so that's a good change. That's a positive change. We're more conscious.
Awareness.
There's a lot more conversations like these that's happening with black
There's
brothers.
awakening happening.
You know what I'm saying? They can inspire black brothers. Now, what's crazy is the black brother, and I hope you watching this, I think this is me saying this, is Coach Mike saying this, you are very slow if you can't like this man post.
Absolutely.
Like, this is a black brother. Like, so we gotta break that hierarchy, we gotta break that fake thing that was given to us.
That's right.
It was given to us. We didn't earn it, we didn't ask for it, it was given to us.
Right.
So, but the positive thing is that, man, we are having these conversations. We are more aware. And guess what? Black people, black men especially, are reading a lot more than we ever read before. Black men are reading, and the more we read, the more smarter we get.
Yeah.
The more smarter we get, the more dangerous we get. Now you take that whole formula and put that brother in front of the mirror. And watch what happened to that brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's what's happening right now, bro.
And I to your point, bro, I think power structures are changing in community.
Yeah.
And so I would say this, and I know you said we ain't gonna go here all night long, but we're gonna go here, bro. I'd argue that the black church is still one of the most powerful structures in black.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Still. Nevertheless, when I say that,
Yeah.
power structure is changing black church. And so where a lot of times leaders, exerting dominance, exerting manipulation. That shit ain't working no more. And I said that shit ain't working.
It's
no
a
more.
reason. It's a reason.
It's not working anymore. Like people are looking for honesty. People are looking for transparency. If I cannot be honest about who I am, if I cannot be transparent about what I'm dealing with as a black man, people ain't fucking with it. They're not. And so that whole power structure is changing. And so I know like people are in frenzy because a lot of people are not subscribing to black church as they used to.
You
know what I'm saying?
They don't want to stop kneeling the master. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
I mean, it's kind of hard to, when somebody been telling you what to think your whole life. It's kind of difficult to stop that. Like everybody got to go through it, but at some point,
bro.
Hello.
If y'all get the chance, I didn't even know I was gonna go see it yesterday. I went to see Scary Movie yesterday, the newest Scary Movie, Wayne brother.
Yeah.
Y'all, that shit is hilarious.
Really?
I'm not gonna tell the whole scene. They got a scene. They got a black church scene. It's kind of like Drew's skit, but they got a black church scene in there.
Oh boy!
Now I ain't gonna tell all of it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who have seen it. But they got they got spoiler alert. They got a black church skit.
I'm gonna get the
in there.
bootleg copy.
Get it, bro. I swear to God, you gonna laugh so hard. They got a black church scene in there, and the church is like maybe a 19. I love parody. Parody is that shit, bro. So the church is maybe like a church that was in color purple. Oh, so that represented old ideology, and it was a gay man in there, and he was coming for his life to be changed, and then he broke into the "I'm not gay no more." He broke into that, and it went so hard. And I'm gonna skip to the end. Y'all got to see this because it tells the ugly truth.
I know it does.
Yeah. And at the end, you don't even realize everybody in the church gay. And they get up, they start twerking, throwing their ass and everything. But it spoke to where we are now. Like we are going off of old, dilapidated systems that it's just it's so funny, bro. Y'all got to see that movie. It's so funny. But for real, like you know what parody do. But I said that to say black church and y'all listen. We have got to do some restructuring because you are still the most powerful piece. One of the most powerful pieces in black community and where power is exerted. And there is a massive, I'd argue, a massive power with the awareness, with therapy, with black men reading more. There's a massive power with having. There's no more power over. Ain't nobody going on. Ain't nobody going on.
Because remember they used to tell us that knowledge was power, and Dick Gregory kind of adjusted my view on that. He said that information was power when you become informed. Because when you become informed, you're receiving something, right? It's not just you seeing something.
You're receiving. Yes.
You're accepting it.
Yes.
You're accepting it as, this applies, right? That's what's happening with us. Right? We've been told what applies to us, but we haven't gone and looked to actually see what truly applies to us. And then that goes back to what? Now we're using our what? Our power.
Our power.
Today, these microphones. Right? Not like, So, because based on technology and everything that's going forward in perpetuity, our voices will always exist because this right here is
right here
and that right there.
Yeah.
People will be watching this. We'll be gone 100 years. They'll still be watching this. That's power. We just chose to use our power in a way to empower others. And that's what we're getting to. We're becoming powerful so we can empower our boys, our girls, our women, our friends, our in the right way. The church was initially supposed to be that conduit. It was used go in another direction when we did start getting our true power.
True power.
Because there were certain churches that those people were starting to buy land.
Yeah.
You remember the old church?
Uh-huh.
They were donating the pews. The people in the church were paying for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Name was on the pew.
Mm-hmm.
They were saved up. They built the churches together. There was a sign of what? Power. Solidarity. But that didn't come from being taught by white folks about Jesus. That came from us.
Yeah.
That came from before, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where our power to heal. That's why Pentecostal people,
Yeah.
like myself who grew up Pentecostal, who saw people's eyes who were crossed get straightened out in church. I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up.
No. Real talk. Real talk.
People's legs who were short grew. I'm not making this up. Spiritual people, right? People pass out in the church, stop breathing.
Yeah.
People start praying together.
Yeah.
They start chanting together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on.
And the energy was transferred.
Energy was transferred. And people wake up, eyes pop right open. Huh. Folks think that's teeth. No, I saw it happen.
That's real life.
So I know what power we got.
That's real life.
I know what power the black church got.
Yeah.
When my problem happened,
Uh-huh.
is when we went away from it. Man, we gave our power to a system that gave us nothing in return. Pastors, preachers started getting up and preaching to satisfy systematic colonialistic values.
Yeah.
Money, jobs, and begging God for stuff that you already got.
Man.
Bro, I'm gonna tell
Why I need to beg and pray for something that I already know how to do?
Man.
You gave me 2 hands, God.
Yeah.
How come I don't know how to use these 2 hands to go cut hair and make money? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay at church and pray for you to give me some money. And I just gave the money I had to the person up here who keep telling me to pray to you to ask for it. And he got it in his pocket.
Man,
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead, bro.
With the church, first of all, man, I grew up in, my mom was pastor, but my mom was dealing with dementia, so we ain't really with the pastor rap with her in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, my granddad was a pastor, grew up in the church, the whole thing. I grew up in the church. I grew up, that's why
Church boy.
I'm saying it's real. I've
We've
seen people getting delivered for real, right? I've seen it.
Dudes come to church with it on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Come in there to do it.
The power.
Yeah, it is.
Man.
But I'm gonna tell you what has happened. We talk about leadership dominance. What has happened is that, man, the church, the system, not the people.
The system.
Yeah.
The system
Yes.
has
That's right.
like manipulated the people
Mm-hmm.
to do something very key to your salvation, to your sustainability, to your strength, to anything you can name. The very essential that you need, one word, is process. Process. The system don't want you to process the truth. It just want you to get happy and throw me money.
Dopamine.
And then come back and do it next week.
Dopamine.
But they don't want you to process, because if you process, if you sit down and you process, make it make sense.
That's why most.
So you telling me
Yeah.
my rent
Come on.
$300 behind,
Okay.
and you're telling me that because if I believe what you say, not what you do,
Now what you do?
Not what you do. Because you doing a whole lot.
because your rent ain't $300 behind.
It's not. For
But
real.
if I come bring you the $300
You telling?
and I get put out tomorrow,
Come on. Process. Come
I
on.
didn't process what the hell you was talking
right.
about.
Come on.
That's right.
In fact, I didn't process the hell.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm on
You
your
was
calendar.
talking
That's
about.
right.
Yeah, bro.
So
That's right.
they don't want you to man. That's why I'm saying off that, because they
I
don't
know
want you to process.
it's a
They don't
lot.
want you to process. Like, I grew up Christian. I'm still Christian, but I tell my mom all the time, I'm a Christian with a whole lot of damn questions.
Cause I play the drums.
That's fair.
That's fair.
And I will call the colonizers. I play the drums at the church that don't look like us. And I ain't never heard them folk talking about where Jesus was from. The Jesus that we're gonna teach about. Jesus, so they got a system that I like because all I gotta do is show up, play 45 minutes, get what? We out.
You out.
Get what? I'm at the house watching the game, I'm smoking a cigar, you shouldn't. But on the black church side, bro, you can't pay me to go to black church no more. Right. You can't pay. The reason being because been there, done that, seen it. And unless you're gonna teach me to process what you're trying to teach me.
That message gotta change, Doc.
The message gotta change.
That message gotta change.
Yeah. I turned my subscription in a couple years ago. I haven't renewed it. Real talk. I mean, because until we the original intent of black theology created and birthed what y'all just got through talking about, and so now we're in a whole new place. Like I'd argue to what you said, the past 50 years, bro. We've just been on some fuck shit. Bro, we've been on some fuck shit, bro. And it's like, bro, and so it's like now, it's a urgency. I see it in my beloved church people. It's an urgency to save what we can save because, bro, folk dying out. The old people dying out, bro. And so unless
young folk dying out too.
Young folk dying out too. And until you get some trauma informed, aware people to speak to people, to speak over people, and to speak some self-awareness into people, to know what the hell going on with their lives, and to process what's happening, bro. You're gonna keep losing. You're gonna keep losing.
I'm interested in people. When it comes to that system. Like my wife, she wants to go. Like she want to go. Like she lives in kids.
Yeah.
And I just when I ain't on schedule to play drums, but I'm not thinking about it because number one, my ministry is raising the bar. That's my ministry.
Yeah, I'm helping
like,
the
I don't need a pulpit. I'm doing work, and I'm more interested in the system that is about providing services versus having services.
Come on, bro.
Difference.
Man,
they want to have. They got 9 services, and provide no services. I can't do no with that system. I can't. That's just me. Like I can't do no with that system because I want to see you serving. I want to first of all, your church. 9 times out of 10, we in Memphis, and I said this to a bunch of musicians who were arguing about who's in Memphis. I like, bro. Memphis is one of the #1 poverty-stricken cities in the country. You live here.
Yeah, bro. You here.
Yeah. Your church is here.
In Memphis.
Yeah, it is.
In Memphis.
Memphis is, the politics in Memphis is gone crazy, but your church is here. The crime rate in Memphis is gone crazy, but your church is here. But your church is here. The cornerstone that we talked about. Then why is the crime going up so hard in your church here? Why is so much poverty in your church here? Why are we doing all these things, man, going through all these negative, attention seeking, leeches or whatever the case may be? We doing all these things to go out on behalf of another man. And it's like, bro, I to your word, I can't subscribe to that. I want to subscribe to what are you doing to serve, back to what we're saying, the community.
The community, bro.
What are you doing to serve the community? Our community, bro, and our young folks, our young folks are fucked up. They messed up mentally.
Yeah, bro.
But your church is here.
But your church here.
Your church here.
Serving
but it's a church on every corner. Your system is here, and nothing in your, bro, my nonprofit, Raising the Bar, in partnership with my mom's church during the pandemic, bro, we gave over 45,000 boxes of food to the community. My mom's church probably got 7 members. That's the reason why I'm still on her roll, because I'm like, bro, Mom, even though we have steered you away from that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't steered you away from God, but we steered you away from the responsibility of being a pastor because it's hurting your psyche. You know what I'm saying? You got a real issue going on.
That's right.
So we nah, you straight. But that was so powerful to me that you only had 7 members, but we fed over 45,000 people in 1 year. from May to May, bruh. I'm subscribing to that.
Yeah.
I'm not subscribing to the. We know how to, bro. We know how to praise and worship. We know how to do all that stuff. But what about the service?
If we're saying that we're Christ-like, which is what Christian means, I hope I'm not.
No.
That's not the definition.
That's what it means.
Right? If I look at Christ's life, right? Even in the biblical context, right? And even the Bible does not describe Christ in the proper manner. Man. And I know that, and anybody can argue. I didn't show you. It's like a document of proof. So that's not all of him. Yeah. Okay? But even if we go by, even what the gospel say, right? It still shows a representation of a person who did the things that he just explained. You need to go. I mean, how many places can we go? 5,000 feeding people. Also addressing why they were hungry in the first place.
Right.
Let's do that. Yeah.
That's another thing he talked about.
Yeah.
He processed what was
He
going
processed. He was a processor.
What's going on?
So let's get a little bit deeper into it, right? Processor. Data. Right? Motherboards. Chips. Think about technology, right? We're born with something. We got a quantum computer right here.
Right there.
That's what Christ actually represented. Quantum. Being able to solve problems.
Yes.
That's what we got in us.
Yes.
But when this is distracted from looking in that mirror, I can't see what's going on with my system up here. I can't see what viruses are in here. Because I'm distracted.
Right.
So distracted.
Right? Because my mind is on pornography. My mind is on chasing these broads.
How many people following me?
How many people follow me?
Yeah.
But not am I showing up as my authentic self on my social media and in person that will actually bring the right people to me. Because that's when success truly comes. Is when you start to look at, like Brother Mike said, in the mirror. Because now I can, wait a minute, I didn't know I had a blemish here. Let me fix this. I didn't know this was wrong. And if we're honest about ourselves, we can say, well, maybe I'm okay with this scar. This is a part of who I am.
And the rate of change that we see in communities.
You be a good leader.
So low, we ain't got it.
You be a good leader. Right? You want people follow me? No, you got to be a good leader first.
Got to be a good leader first.
You can't be a good leader unless you don't go learn about yourself.
Right.
Because you got to lead you first. And that's the hard part. Because a lot of us don't even want to follow. We want to follow not even our own instruction.
My goal, my prayer to Creator, to Source, is that my heart is seen. Right? That's why I'm doing this episode. That's why we're here. And so I want to land with a call to action with you all. A call to action that you all can, because we had to veer from the script. I wish we had another. We can literally talk a whole another 2 hours. It's just how in dire straits we are as community, as a people. But a call to action.
Man.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all no. I know I got to, because y'all this conversation has been so rich because it's a couple elements. We ain't even hit all the elements. Because leadership and dominance is a thing, and there's room we have to make for them both. Right now, I'd argue that we're in a culture that we need dominant black men to stand up and take our places and to know how to use it. Like you said, how to use it, how to be able to be in position to delegate, like you said, and put people in place in positions that they are in. Power to empower. Power with. That's where we at. That's where we at. So I'm gonna let y'all get y'all words in, man.
Talking about dominance. So as a football coach, so we in our summer workouts, and I told the boys we ain't touching football until July. Until July. And we got a 2-week break, the standardized 2-week break. So we don't come back until the second week in July, and we'll touch football 2 times that week. Now why? Somebody may say, man, Coach, man, this boy got to be working on stuff. No. I'm working on what we need to work on.
Yeah.
We went to the playoffs last year. Man, first time that this school has had a home field advantage, man, over a decade.
Wow.
We finished division runner-up. We got a whole plant from TWSAA. I said, well, we got our ass handed to us by these white boys.
Wow.
In the first round playoff, which was at home. I said, why did they hand it to us? They handed us our asses because they were stronger than us. They were more powerful than us. I said, that's not more talented. My quarterback threw for 5 touchdowns that game.
Mm-hmm.
But their quarterback ran for like 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
We couldn't do no with him. He was more stronger and more powerful. So in order to dominate something, you gotta recognize your weaknesses.
Yeah.
And then you gotta work them. So the reason that we're not touching a football until the second week in July is because we just running and lifting. We're working on the thing that got our ass kicked.
Yeah.
So in order for us to dominate, man, we have to have a strategy. And your strategy is that you have to get the system in place to fix your weaknesses. And then you got to know what you're dominating.
Yeah.
You got to know, I know we're going to win our division. We're not even focused on like in-town play. I'm trying to worry about how do we, when we get to them county boys, who's been lifting weights since they were 4, how are we going to dominate them? So we can't touch a football. Yeah. I can't do what I feel like. I mean, we ain't losing the football wise as a coach, man. We come back strong. I feel like we finna be, but the facts are we're not strong as them folks.
Yeah.
The facts are we gotta get strong as them folks. Mm-hmm. So in order for us to dominate, I gotta know exactly how to approach the situation. I gotta know what kicked my ass.
Okay.
So now I know what kicked my. I looked in the mirror and said, "Man, that what kicked your ass."
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah.
Never again. So like that's where I land my plane, like knowing what you're doing.
That's your camera. Tell your camera.
My camera. Yeah, listen here. Make moves that count. Boom. So like, man, you gotta know what you're dominating. So you can't be afraid to face the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Because the mirror gonna show you your weaknesses. So you're showing you your weaknesses for you to do one thing, to work on them, to get stronger, to get in that weight room, man, to get more physical, to get more powerful. And Sam, he got so many. I can't wait.
Listen.
I'm gonna listen to you.
Power without balance equals chaos.
We still didn't hit that, bro.
We got talent out this world. We're gonna kick ass this year. We football wise, bro, we got balance. We got talent. We got structure. But we ain't got power.
Come on now.
Man. So we gotta get in the weight room to get power. You know what I'm saying? And I got a book, man. Make sure y'all go to my book.
I was going,
Go to my book. Wrote that jump myself. It's telling my story, my whole. Raymond been knowing me for a long time. Sam been knowing me for a long time. Raymond been knowing me longer. But get what? It's telling my whole, like some of the craziest decisions that I ever made in my life. But also in this book, you're gonna find out where I gained some balance to match my power.
Yes, sir.
Every in my life wasn't chaotic. So don't forget to make moves that count.
I'm coming back to that, but yeah, come on. Before we turn that goddamn camera off, I'm coming back to that book. Go ahead, bro.
Well, man, give bro Mike a hand.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, I had to give my amen.
That's all right, man. We so goddamn church.
Yeah, man, I know, right?
We so church. Yeah.
Man, just a couple things.
Come on.
The question about leadership and dominance. I think in the grand scope of it, we need to start addressing that as something that goes together, right? Yeah. That dominance is not negative.
Yeah.
Right? It's how you apply that dominance, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at now.
Yeah.
Because in the past, in particular, specifically, black men that showed strength and dominance also showed the ability to influence. Again, another aspect of power, right? A couple of things. He said something that just inspired me. He mentioned strategy. He mentioned structure. That's the balance.
Yeah.
Football, by nature.
Yeah, bro.
violent sport. It's a sport that is rooted
Yeah. Yeah.
in power.
Yeah.
Brute power.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be managed properly.
Wow.
It's the same thing as CEO, a director, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's over a community center. Leading, also delegating, empowering other people. That's what we really need to get to.
Yeah.
Once we become empowered, how are we going to look at everybody else? Are we going to start to look at other people like they're less than us or smaller than us or don't know as much as us? Or we're going to become knowledgeable, empower ourselves, or become empowered by others, and then empower other people and pass that along. The key is, like you said, that give and take of power between each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just like our conversation tonight.
Right. It's like our conversation.
Nobody dominated.
Yeah.
All of us showed power
Yeah.
Right.
and what we were able to bring to the conversation.
Yeah.
But we allowed each other. I know when to, like you said, like you mentioned earlier, that also comes with experience, which experience creates processes, structure,
Yeah.
and strategy. Yeah. And what do good generals in war, which we're certainly at war now,
Certain.
what do
Definitely.
they do?
Yeah.
They study strategy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Yep.
The best coaches.
Like, yep.
There's a general right there.
Yeah.
Draw the plays up. There it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So man, just thank you for the opportunity, man, to share again, brother.
Yeah.
Like this is
Like
I just can't even describe. You know what I'm saying?
We have to come back. Bro.
Yeah.
Like we
gotta
have to
do a part
come
two.
back together.
Because we gotta see.
I got smoke a cigar this time.
Now, listen, I was gonna tell you, y'all can light up in this motherfucker. This is my shop, my building. But we definitely can fire up, whether we inside or outside, bro. But I really like these are the conversations that will move the needle.
Yeah, absolutely.
These are conversations that will move needle in community the way we need y'all. And I want to shout out to my brother. You are inspiration, like real talk. You're an inspiration. I'm just 5 years in. You 20 years in nonprofit. I'm 5 years in, and I have never looked at poverty and community the way I look at it now because I'm in nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you one of the ones, bro, that I've seen you do this. I've seen you campaign, bro, and I know what it feels like to do it out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about when I know I got shit to do at my own house. I'm doing this out of pocket, bro. Y'all, this man make moves that count. Playbook for those ready to lead, grow, and build something that matters, y'all. Follow my man. Get my man. My man, listen, bro, you on it, bro. And shout out to you, King. Shout out to you, King, in community, man. I promise y'all, like real talk, bro. Give you your flowers, bro, because I know what it feels like to be doing the work and nobody even recognize. And nobody even give a fuck. They just want to see the work done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to you,
Get
bro.
free help in a lot of situations.
Real talk, free help. Sam, bro, you are a cornerstone in my life and in community, bro. Like you, I know that you are somebody that look in the mirror, bro. You look in the mirror, bro, and you do the work. Hands down, no questions asked, man. I thank God for you, man. I thank God for y'all. I know I met y'all when I met y'all versus where we are now, man. We are just elevated, and I ain't attached to nobody's system. I ain't got nobody money behind me, so I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want to say. And it's gonna get done because I know community need this, but we will continue this conversation. I'm not gonna say we're ending this. We can't land this plane here because we didn't even hit, but we just kind of went out, but we went where we needed to go.
That's right. We did.
We went where we needed to go, and I appreciate listening. If you have not liked or subscribed, please like or subscribe to the podcast. We will come back for another episode.
What's the name of Ray Bridges?
Ray Bridging here.
Human.
That's the name of the podcast.
Right in the
Yes.
podcast, right? Yeah.
Like, subscribe to the podcast. Where's my camera at?
Right.
Subscribe to the podcast, man. Y'all playing, bro. Y'all missing out on life. He's gonna say it the proper way. But y'all missing out on life gems, bro. You ain't gonna get no other gems from this.
Yeah.
Like this. I'm telling you, he be on TikTok, man, telling his story. I be watching him. Hey, subscribe to the podcast, bro. He got hella episodes, plenty episodes. Like Sam on episode, I'm on episode. Like, man, he got plenty episodes, bro. Subscribe to the podcast. And the dude that don't want to like the guy called post.
That's crazy.
Bro, you ain't real, bro.
Who cares? Like,
who cares, bro? Who cares? But that's how bound folk is.
He bound.
We out. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
all right,
Peace.
peace.